What's up, YouTube? Just to let you know, I'm trying to give you an update of what's going on, and the reason I haven't put up another video is because I really haven't had anything to film or anything like that. And I'm waiting for parts to come in before I give you the unboxing video. I have one part left to get, which would be like the centerpiece of the build, essentially, which would be the pistons. So I'm not going to let you know what they are, even though you've probably seen my comments, maybe, who knows. But they're a custom order item. They've taken at least 4 to 6 weeks to get in here. They have not came in yet. So I don't really know when they're coming in. Probably by the time that they come in, I'll actually have another part, which I'm going to try to get a Fidanza 4-pound or aluminum flywheel. So once I do, because will be an NA build, it's not going to be a turbo build. So I'm going to be focusing mostly on getting lightweight parts. The rods, I got new rods. I'll show you those on the unboxing video. So, but you know, once I get those parts in, I'll do the unboxing video, let you guys see, because once they're in the block, you're not going to be able to see them. So I'll give you like a little overview of what the parts are, and they're good quality parts. It's not like I dropped down on like eBay parts. I actually went and bought some good high quality parts. They cost a lot too. It was like some $600 for the rods. They're a light duty set of rods. I picked the rods because the Honda guys use them, because the Honda guys use them for their NA build, so they run capable of like 10,500 RPMs on their V20s and stuff like that, and they were significantly lighter than stock. The stock ones are like 640 grams. The ones that I bought are 537 grams, so they're kind of a thin rod, but they still hold. They're rated for like 200 horsepower per cylinder, which more than this car will ever see with this current configuration. I was mostly worried about tensile strength, and they're rated like 220,000 psi of tensile strength, or 220,000 foot-pounds of tensile strength, which for what I'm building, that should be where I want it to be. I thought about getting aluminum rods, and I had the money to get them, but I was concerned about longevity. They were advertising as being some of the best rods they could, but they're a company that are trying to make money, not necessarily telling you the truth. They're trying to get their money, and these are like $1,300 set of rods. They're called Vader rods. I'll throw you a link in the description for the rod company. If you guys want to run aluminum rods on maybe another 3000 GT or 6G72 base platform, go right ahead, use them. Tell me how you like them. I wanted to get them, but I was like, longevity issues, man. This is not going to be a drag race build. I'm more or less wanting to do a road course build. So I was really concerned with longevity, and it's also going to be street drive. I do a little bit of everything with this car. So aluminum rods for a full-on drag race build I wanted to, and they said that they like street usage for the car, they would have lasted about 100,000 miles. But like I said, that's the company trying to make money. So I really wasn't sure if they really were up to 100,000 miles, and I kind of want to do some track days and stuff like that, so it would put a lot of stress, a lot of heat cycles on those aluminum rods. So I decided to go with the set of steel rods that were like light duty, lightweight rods, and I did my research on them, and the Honda guys use them. So I'm like, okay, well, if Honda guys are using for NA builds and reaching high RPMs with them, I'm like, okay, I think that's where I want to be. And the price was really good, at only $600 for a set of rods. So I went ahead and got those. The pistons on the hand are also lighter than stock because they're made out of billet aluminum, not the forged or cast pistons. I think these pistons on the 10.0 pistons are actually cast on the 3000 GT. So, I mean, I know that the turbo 8.5 to 1 pistons for the VR4 are forged, but I'm not so sure about the 10.1s for the SL. They might actually be cast. I'm not exactly sure. Not a lot of people have actually broken into the bottom end of these cars. On SLs, nobody's done a full-on build for the SL. They've only done top-end builds. And I've only known of 1 or 2 other people that have even done a top-end build on the SL. I can name them. So there's not a lot of information on what kind of stuff that you need for an SL, and I can see why. The price of parts to do this engine build has reached over $10,000, and that's for just a basic engine build. We're not even talking like turbos or nitrates. It's just, it were like $900 for the piston, $600 for the rods, $983 for the camshafts, another $600 for the springs and retainers, $500 for the flywheel, $421 for the cam gears. Everything is really, really expensive, and the pistons are a one-off item. They would take 6 weeks to get here. So there's not a lot of information on this kind of build, and the pistons will be bored 40 over. So I went at the next service size, because while the engine's not blown yet, and I'm actually going to pull the engine before it actually blows, it's better to go ahead and go up that next service size to make sure your piston and wall clearance that are good. And I'm going to have the machine shop punch it out a bit. So either way, that's going to be the update for right now. I'm going to try to get another video out this Wednesday, doing the full carpet, trying to do the restoration job, but I'm probably going to leave the seats out because I want to upgrade to lighter weight seats. I don't really see the point in putting in new seats, putting seats back in until I get the new seats. So that's going to be up for update for the day until this weekend or something like that. So I appreciate you guys leaving the likes and subscribing. I don't have that many subscribers, but it is what it is. So appreciating you guys, and I'll see you later. So let you guys know, I did manage to get my Fidanza flywheel in. I'll go ahead and show you the parts that I've actually collected so far. And I still am waiting for the pistons. This is like another week or two later from the beginning of the video. So but the driving parts were actually just filmed yesterday. The quality on the audio is a little off for some reason. Why apparently that camera doesn't like the vibration or whatever. But here you go. You got the adjustable cam gears, 1,000 springs. Then you got the springs and retainers, the valves, they're plus 1mm oversized valve, intake and exhaust. Then you have the new piston rods, the Vedanta flywheel, and the cams. These are 272 cams. So, still waiting on the pistons, but it is what it is. Once they come in, I can actually go ahead and start pulling the engine out and start doing the build. We're pretty much at a point now where I can't really buy any more parts until the engine is out and starting to disassemble. Like, still need the head gaskets and the bearings, but before I do that, I have to check my piston and valve clearance, and I also need to do my clearancing on the mains and rod bearings. So before I can even order the parts to do that, I have to get those clearances and I have to punch out the block. So for the new pistons. So on that note, this is AZ3K GT, and I'll get you guys later to get out of the sun because apparently it was casting glare on everything. But I'm still slowly but surely trying to get everything done. It's just taking a while, mostly because waiting for parts. And though I might, or actually hopefully sooner or later, I'm trying to go for some race seats. This is going to be a track build, and I'm trying to get this car ready to go to the Clifton Hill Climb in Arizona next year. I missed it this year. Car is not ready. Still need a roll cage, the race seats, engine build, stuff like that, you know, some safety stuff. And I want to go for some 4-point harnessing with anti-submarining, so I'm trying to go for like either OMP harness or Takata harnesses. I'll probably just stick with OMP, considering I have so much OMP stuff it's going to go for the car. I might as well just stick with OMP. So, on that note, I'm out. Have a nice day, guys. See you later.